Hello again, and welcome back, everybody, to another edition of the World Report. I am your World 2IC, and today we are going to continue our daily headlines coverage for our daily headlines report. Now, I did want to show because just about everywhere you go, it doesn't matter if you're going to be on any sort of social media whatsoever, whether it's here or here or YouTube or Facebook or X or Rumble or wherever. If you're going to go on, you're going to get people that are haters and want to start drama or whatever. And so I got one the other day of, well, you're just LARPing and you're not actually doing anything and you're just whatever. And I'm going, okay. But one of the things was they said that I apparently do not do anything in precious metals, which I found to be extremely interesting because the time that I was reading that, I actually just got in my new shipment of my precious metals that I went and did. Man, the glare on that. So there's a couple of 1 ouncers. Also got some coppers there. I don't know why I'm really liking coppers. Did just discover these. These are actually Canadian proofs. So I got some 1 ounce Canadian silvers as well as some fractional silvers. And if you can see it right there, there's what a gram looks like of silver. And then one of the ones that I was really happy, it took me a little bit to get this. Let me see if I can take this out. So this comes from Silverback Precious Metals. I'm going to see if I can block out the light so there's no glare. Do you see him? Let me show you the back. Look how cool he is. That's awesome. All right. So let's just jump straight into this one. Yeah, because I just pretend. All right. So again, in absolutely no particular order, it looks like an update to yesterday. So there was all the hoopla and everything going on all over social media about the Houthis attacked the United States Navy, and no, they didn't, and yes, they did, and no, and yes, and confirm and deny, and everything else. So it looks like we did get an update. So it looks like the Houthis did take responsibility. And it looks like what they did is not only did they take responsibility, they said that it was a successful operation. And they are claiming it's successful because they're saying that they actually attacked and struck a U.S. warship, causing major damage to the battleship. What I find interesting about this is we are pretty much over a 24-hour period of time, and I haven't seen the U.S. Navy come out and confirm or deny, which looks suspicious that has a chance of being true. I went and looked all over the place. I saw confirms, I saw deny, I saw back and forth, but it looks like, at least as of now, the Houthis are saying that they did attack and they did hit. So we'll wait and see what comes of that one. Next, China released an article saying that their military is taking a major interest in the Houthis, saying that they're starting to take notes because basically the Houthis have challenged the U.S. naval power by land power projection. And the reason for this is they're saying that, the United States has a very huge and powerful naval force. Nobody has a naval force that can match it. But if you can do a land projection of power and, be able to kind of push back on the naval power, then maybe you have a chance. Maybe you don't have to put all your you don't have to push so hard to grow your navy. You can just grow what you already have on land. So they're letting everybody kind of know, like, hey, hey, wait a second, maybe the Houthis are onto something for this. Now, in my humble, okay, just my humble opinion, if the United States wanted to, they could let the Roosevelt, just the Roosevelt, and they could completely make, uh, all that. They can make Yemen a thing of the past. Okay, they could. The strike force that goes with it, the amount of weaponry that they have, they could completely just destroy and level everything within hours. So I don't know if land projection is the key to anything to try and be a formidable match to the U.S. Navy, but we'll see. Okay, so the South Korean leader slash former presidential candidate was stabbed in the neck yesterday while he was at a public press conference. Now, there's a whole bunch of things floating around about who did it, why they did it, all this other stuff. I did see that looks like he is in the hospital and still alive. So, again, another one to wait and see. We'll see what comes of that. I'm sure you guys have all seen this. This was all over everywhere. I wanted to mention it for the people that don't watch any of the mainstreams. So the Japanese airlines had a little bit of an accident. There was a passenger plane that had landed, and while it was going or landing, it was already down and still rolling on the runway. Collided with a Japanese Coast Guard plane, and yeah, so the passenger airliner, from what the reports are saying, is there was about 367 people on board. All of them were evacuated and accounted for and safe. I have not seen a single report on the people in the Coast Guard plane. Now, if you saw any of these pictures or videos, it looked absolutely apocalyptic. I mean, it looked like there was no chance of a single person surviving at all. It looked horrible. If you haven't seen it, you want to go see it. It's pretty easy to go find, but uh, that's an amazing thing to see those pictures and see that many people got off. They survived. Um, so we did the reporting yesterday that BRICS grew by 5 nations. Now it has come out that there's 25 new countries that have applied to join BRICS in hopes of getting into BRICS officially by the October summit meeting later this year. So we'll see. I haven't seen any. I've seen people kind of guessing on who it is, but they haven't released a list of those 25 countries yet. Be interesting to see what 25 countries those are. Um, Next, and this one's pretty big, but this one's still kind of developing. So we'll probably talk about this a little bit more tomorrow. So just as a data point, Israel bombed Beirut today. Now, this is the first time Israel has launched anything into Beirut in years. I mean, we're talking since like 2006. Now, this is allegedly, as of right now, it looks like this is probably going to get confirmed as an assassination on a very important, very top Hamas leader. I did see it was somebody in a car. Um, they showed some very graphic pictures. There's no way you could tell who it was. If you didn't know who was in that vehicle beforehand, there's no way to know who it was after that attack. But the car was struck. Everybody inside obviously did not make it. Allegedly, the person that was taken out was supposed to have a meeting with Nasrallah, which is the like top Hamas leader. There's a lot of reports of different Hamas leaders all running to Tehran and different things. So uh, this will probably take a couple of days to shake out some truths on this. Now, somebody was definitely taken out. There has been confirmation that an assassination has taken place. It's not going to go unnoticed. There's going to be retaliatory strikes and different things. But I really haven't seen a name yet that everybody agrees on. So I'm going to hold off on that. Next, the Taiwan military says that a Chinese spy balloon has flown directly over the island. Well, if if they want reassurance, I mean, hey, one flew right over top of the entire United States for the most part, and nothing happened to us. So, yeah, well, what's to worry about? No big deal. It's just a weather balloon that blew off course. No big deal. Taiwan, relax. Uh, but but India seems pretty happy, and China not so happy that there's an announcement that Chinese ships have now been placed on a 1 year ban from all Sri Lankan ports. I was trying to get that article. I couldn't really find one necessarily in English. The translator's not that good. Excuse me. And yeah, I will do my best to try and figure out why and follow up on that. Next, if you guys happen to be shopping around or maybe just getting ready to do a underground bunker, then maybe, just maybe, you want to look into a company called, I think they're called Oppidum, Oppidom, Oppidum, and you can get some ideas from them. You're not going to ask them to build it because you can go watch. I think I have a 3-minute video on their website, and yeah, they're for the absolute elite, ultra wealthy. But yeah, you might want to go check that video out and watch as the person drives their whatever it is, brand new Bentley into the underground bunker, where he's got 40 cars all sitting down there, and his own personal art gallery and all this other stuff. Might give you some ideas if you're building one of your own. All right, let's move into the home front. So the New York Post put out an article announcing that since yesterday, undocumented migrants get free health care in California. There goes your tax dollars, California. Awesome. Good job, which I'm sure probably they're getting federal assistance as well, so there goes my tax dollars too. So, California. All right. Pro-Palestine protesters launched a large balloon in an attempt to try and shut down air traffic at the JFK International Airport. I didn't really see that they did anything, so to speak, but maybe they got the idea from China and, hey, let's launch a balloon and cause some disturbance. All right, so, and I'm going to throw this in here. I know we've got people all over the place. So we've got them here in the United States, we got Canada, we got people in Spain and in other countries and whatnot. If anybody is from Idaho, I saw yesterday that Idaho, instead of dropping a giant ball, they decided to ring in the new year with a giant potato. Is that common? Is that really what they do? If anybody knows that for a fact, if they've seen it, or if you're from Idaho or anything, let me know down in the comments. All right, so next is a 2.3 earthquake hit DC today, and they were not alone. A 1.7 earthquake hit New York City. Now, this caused multiple explosions that triggered different emergency crews in New York, as loud booms was reported, as well as manhole covers getting blown off and partial power grid failure. Now, they're saying in New York that it was due to the 1.7 magnitude earthquake. DC had the 2.3, and they did not have that problem. So I don't know. Data points, okay? Data point. And then lastly, I'm sure a lot of you have seen it, but there was a gunman that did raid the Colorado Supreme Court. He got inside and took a security guard hostage, started shooting out the window, and then set the building on fire, all before he finally surrendered to police. Now, I'm sure mainstream media is already busy and drooling and foaming at the mouth, because allegedly this is because they're trying to take Trump off the ballot. So I'm sure they're going to go right after radical right nut job, whatever. Yeah, there's a lot that I can put into an opinion piece, but we'll probably save that one for later. Again, this is a lot of just data point entry stuff. So, all right, that's what I've got for you guys today. So again, Happy New Year. If you guys want, drop down in the comment section and let me know what you guys did for the new year. Did you do anything special? Did you go anywhere? Did anything happen in your neck of the woods? Was there anything good, bad, anything along those lines? Let me know down in the comment section below. Then I want to remind everybody that tomorrow is Wednesday, where we do our Workshop Wednesday live stream. It is a 1 hour show to where it is open and welcome to anybody. It is basically preppers, homesteaders, survivalists, and bushcrafters, people of like mind, all just getting together for 1 hour, hanging out, asking questions, fellowshipping, and just hanging out, having a good time. So if you have not been to one, here is your official welcome. We always have a great time, a lot of laughs, a lot of great questions, knowledge getting passed around, friendships getting made. It's just a good time. So if you can make it, then I would encourage you to just come out and check us out. As far as that, I do have 1, 2, 3, 4. I got about 5 interviews coming up this month, so it's going to be a pretty busy month. I've reached out to some people. Hopefully, I think you guys will really like some of these ones. So I'm also working on getting maybe a monthly round table set up to where we will either do a pre-recorded or a live stream. I'm not entirely sure. I'm still working out with the panel first, but it's going to be basically me with about 3, maybe 4 people additional, so maybe up to 5 people, where either we do a pre-recorded where we just kind of have a roundtable discussion, or we may do a live stream to where you guys can have jump in and ask questions, and you can have 3, 4, 5 of us take a stab at answering that question. So I'm working hard on it. I'm trying to get some things done. So yeah, keep me in your prayers on that. I'm doing a lot of things behind the scenes here. So all right, that's all I've got for you. Am I still on? And I am green. Yeah, I'm still green. All right, so you know what it is. If you made it this far into the video, then congratulations. You rock. Appreciate it. Thank you so much for hanging out and spending some time with me on this 2nd of January, 2024. And there we go. So stay tuned. More information to come. God bless each and every one of you. And say it with me, above everything else, remember to remain united, because we're all prepping in this together.